Hi, I'm Anna from Miss A Crochet and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you everything that I crocheted in the month of August. If my counting is correct, I believe I made 49 plushies in August, which is a little bit low compared to the 65 that I made in July. But I did work on 2 very large plushies in August, which contributed to my decline in numbers. I'm going to try and show you everything I made in a somewhat accurate order. At the start of each month, I'm like, okay, I'm going to write down everything I made, make my life so much easier when I film these videos, when I post reels, and then by week 2, I'm, sitting up crocheting at midnight and I finish something and I forget to write it down. So this is just kind of an approximate based on what I remember doing, my Instagram feed, and essentially what is in my room. I would also like to say that some of the plushies that I crocheted in August did get bought at my very first market, so I will be showing you pictures of them, but I do not have them in person. All of the patterns that I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description, so do feel free to check that out, and let's get into what I made. The very first thing I made in August was Barbie. I started Whale Shark Week July 31st, and then I finished Barbie on August 7th. So I essentially spent the first 7 days of August just working on my whale shark. And this pattern is by the Cotton Caboodle on Etsy. Next, even though I have no recollection of making this, I have 7 crabs. I have an orange, fuchsia. It's the exact same color I used for Barbie, pastel purple, sparkly green, and a sparkly red. I also had a royal blue and a yellow, but both of those sold at my market. This is my Just a Little Crabby pattern. I saw this on Etsy and it was a big hit at my market. Up next, I made 4 bees. I made 1 Bernat blanket bee and 3 Bernat velvet bees. I feel like I might have another Bernat velvet bee, but I checked my July video and I had 4 Bernat velvet bees in that. So I'm assuming that the extra 3 I have here, I made in August. Both of those bee patterns are my own. I don't have the pattern published anywhere because there are so many bee patterns, but I will be making a tutorial for them very soon. I also crocheted 3 sea turtles in August, but of course 2 of them sold at my market, so I only have this one left to show you. And then all the other sea turtles that I crocheted in July also sold at my market. This sea turtle pattern is a free pattern and a free YouTube tutorial by CJ Designs. Up next, I crocheted 2 jellyfish. This is a modified version of the pattern, and I used Bernat sparkle yarn, and then this is the original pattern, and it is with my extra Barbie yarn. I believe it was like deep fuchsia from Bernat blanket. I also made this small red octopus. If you watched my market prepping video, you're definitely gonna know the next 9 plushies that I made because it is my Halloween plushies. I made these 3 bats from Bubba Day's crochet pattern. I also made 3 ghosts, but one of them sold at my market, and this is my own pattern that I haven't released. In the spirit of Halloween, I also made 3 of my candy corn fellas. This is a Bernat blanket adaptation I made to my candy corn fella pattern. My velvet version of the candy corn fella pattern is available on Etsy, and I am planning on either making a tutorial or releasing the Bernat blanket version on Etsy. That was everything that I made before my market on August 19th and 20th. So now everything I'm showing you was either made at the market or after the market. At the market, I was prepping a ton of sea turtle shells and sea turtle fins and heads. As of right now, I have 4 shells that I haven't finished, and then a set of fins that I need to attach to a shell. While I was at my market, I made 6 stress pet bodies. Tongue twister. This is a free pattern by Not Jaded Co. These guys were selling really well, so I was just bulk making their bodies, and then I added their eyes, mouth, and stuffing on a different day. So I have 6 stress pets that I technically made at the market, and then I have 6 more that I made at home. Okay, I've been debating this on and off for like the last couple of weeks, so I'm gonna ask you your opinion. Do you like the original stress pet pattern, just like this? This is what it looks like in my hand. Or do you like it when I add an extra row and it's a little bit taller? So here they are. As you can see, just a tiny bit taller. Fits in the hand a little bit better, I think, but I don't know. Which one do you like? Do you like the yellow, the taller, or do you like the variegated, the shorter one? I'm really leaning towards the taller one. Let me know what you think, because I've just been making both versions because, I still like both of them, and this one obviously sold. Up next, I crocheted 2 axolotls. I made a big axolotl and a little axolotl. This is a low sew pattern. I did make this one as a no sew pattern where I just crocheted like onto the crochet, but I did sew on this one's little spike I really like this pattern. It took me a couple tries to kind of figure it out, but now I am making them and I love them. I also made even more turtles. Again, this is Fred the Turtle by CJ Design. It is a free pattern. I have my kind of teal and light brown turtle, and then my dark green and dark brown turtle. I also have these two really big sparkle turtles. I love them. They're super fun. This is just a modified version of the pattern because I made the heads and the heads were really big, and I knew if I made the exact same shell as the other ones, like their head would be ginormous. So I just made the shells bigger and I made their fins bigger. During the last week of August, I crocheted this bat. It is from Hooked in Loops. It's just called Bat Crochet Pattern, but I used the new Juicy Couture yarn. Go check out my yarn review, watch me make this guy, and see if I like Juicy Couture yarn. This is the very last project that I actually finished. It is a bunny. It's supposed to be a bunny from the show Bluey. It's the orange one's toy. I modified the pattern to have ears that match the toy. I made this yarning under because I wanted to have really nice color changes on the ears. On to the projects that I didn't finish this month. I made these 4 chickens from Oak and Marlowe's Mabel the Chicken pattern. I also started crocheting Kai the sea monster from Palms and Posies, but I didn't get very far. I also received a commission from a family friend to make a Manta Ray for her baby in her nursery, and so I've gotten this far. I have 2 of the wings, but they aren't sewn on. As of right now, I've worked on this project for 8.5 hours, so I have this wing and then the other one. I'm trying to finish it by September 4th. I really didn't need to be done with it until like October because her baby shower's in November, but I wanted to get it done so that I could market prep more. But this is what it's looking like so far. I will have the pattern linked, but the pattern does not have the polka dots. This was just a modification that I did and that I pretty much freehanded. Thank you so much for watching and seeing what I crocheted in August. I am really happy with everything that I made. I definitely have to say my favorite thing I made was Barbie. I think she's so cool, and obviously she's a freaking giant. So how could I not love her? Although I wouldn't say I enjoyed making her the most because obviously it was a labor of love. But the things that I probably had the most fun making were my turtles. They are just so fun and so cute. So I definitely recommend you try out this pattern at your markets because pretty much all of mine sold at my market except for this one. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It has been a super busy month and I'm looking forward to even more busy months because now I'm back at university and I'm also market prepping. So wish me luck. Leave me a comment and tell me which plushie I made this month was your favorite, or leave me a comment and tell me what project you've been working on. I love hearing about what you guys are working on. It's really inspiring to see, you know, other people making amigurumi or other people learning how to make amigurumi. It is so much fun just hearing from you guys. So please don't be afraid to comment. I read all of your guys' comments and I try and respond to them all as well. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye.